Welcome back to Bernadette's Way. I'm sorry that I have been away for a while. I have been working on my van with my husband to hopefully hit the road before school starts. Our van is a 1978 Ford E150. The roof is made out of old fiberglass. This made me feel very comfortable while I worked. Now for the fan installation. Firstly, you want to make a template from cardboard to the size of your fan. My fan is a Maxx Air Fan. I will have a link in the description below. It is measured 14 inches by 14 inches. Mark the center and find a way to keep the template in your desired placement, like I did with the drill. Then tape the outer perimeter of the template and drill the inner corners. Use the best tool to saw a hole into the roof. I'm using a jigsaw. Make sure the tool is at the right speed and strength while you cut. Sometimes you find out as you work, which is what I did in the video. As you may have noticed, sawing was not easy for me, and I eventually gave up. I do not use power tools, and I do not like heights. Anyway, make sure your fan frame fits into the hole you just made before continuing to the next step. Place butyl tape along the outside of the hole, and then place the white frame over the butyl tape. In the video, we skipped this step. I will let you know if we have any problems. I should have mentioned before, wear proper protective gear. Dust will get everywhere. I stopped a few times to keep dust away from my eyes. My glasses were just not enough, and neither were the regular mask. As you saw, my husband test fit the frame and the fan. The frame was still too tight, so he sawed away with a multi-purpose tool. Once the frame fits, then the next step is to screw in all the screws along the frame. Use screws that are long enough for the depth of your roof. We were able to use the screws that came with the fan. As he screwed in the screws, we added 1 inch by 1 inch boards for added support. These boards can be seen inside the van further in the video. We only used 2 boards about 16 inches in length on both sides of the frame. This was to keep the screws from wiggling out of the fiberglass roof. Once all the screws are in, the next step is to use self-leveling sealant. As you see, my husband does 2 passes along the border of the frame and 2 additional passes over the screws. Keep in mind that the sealant from the tube will self-level. Space your passes accordingly. We only used 1 tube of self-leveling sealant. Place the fan on top of the white frame and screw all 4 screws into place. This part is not shown in the video, but I will show some photos. We did not wait for the sealant to dry before placing the fan on top of the frame. Now here is a view of the fan from inside the van. As you see, there are 2 boards to help keep the fan in place. Then there is a frame for our roof made from boards. The inner border of the fan needed to be cut to size, as well as the boards that make up our roof. The fan is on while we work. We are testing the fan and wire connections. Here is the sound of the fan on a semi-windy day. The fan is not noisy at all. Although the white inner frame to the fan needed to be cut to size because it was too deep for our roof, it did hide all the imperfections from the cuts of the boards that make up our roof. For the rest of the video, we are finishing up the roof before installing the inner frame of the fan. Don't forget to screw in the 4 screws around the inner frame. Now, since the wires are marked, my only input is positive with positive and negative with negative. The wire setup is not shown in the video. In case you are curious, our wire setup is the fan wires are connected to longer wires that lead to our fuse box. The fuse box is connected to our Godzilla Yeti that will power our new fan. Lastly, don't forget electric tape to wrap your exposed wires. I hope this video gives you the confidence to install your own fan. Take care, and thanks for watching.